Hey, good Tuesday morning, Quad Cities. Thanks for logging on to get the quick check of your forecast here. We're going to dive into detail with this upcoming winter storm in just a moment. First, though, let's track what's going to happen for your Tuesday. Yeah, we are off to a colder start. It's a little breezy this morning. I think those winds will tamper down a little bit more as we head into the afternoon. You're going to notice more clouds working in as well. Only going to the 40s for highs today. More clouds thicken and lower tonight. That eventually will lead to rain coming in for the commute tomorrow morning. Now, while we don't have any advisories or warnings for this winter storm coming in for tomorrow yet, I think that is going to change later on today. So right now you've got winter storm watches for a good chunk of Wisconsin, northeast Iowa. That's where the heavy snow is expected. Meanwhile, here it's all about the freezing rain potential. So let's take into future track. This is just after midnight. Some of that rain coming in from the south and west. Freezing rain starting as early as 5 o'clock tomorrow morning for areas north of Interstate 80. That's where you're seeing the pink here. The rest of us just all rain to the south, and heavy rain at that. We'll really start to see that freezing rain area expand a little bit more into the mid-morning. This is 9 o'clock, and there you're seeing the freezing rain take over, especially for areas along and north of Highway 30. That's where it will continue to fall throughout much of the morning and even into the afternoon. The rest of us, still heavy amounts of rain, even a couple of thunderstorms. And by 5 o'clock tomorrow evening, that freezing rain threat will continue to shift further and further to the north before coming to an end very late Wednesday night. So let's go back into that freezing rain potential. Who's going to see the ice accumulation and stick to the roads and cars and power lines and trees? That is especially true, again, north of Highway 30, especially north of 52 here on the Illinois side. But once you get to 20, notice that's where the higher amounts of ice will be, including the potential for ½ inch of ice, should this work out just right. So travel becoming extremely dangerous here by late tomorrow morning into the afternoon. Could also be some power outages in this region too because of the weight of the ice and the stronger winds that are going to be coming in. Let me show you the setup for this. I love this graphic because it lays out so easily why we're going to see that ice potential tomorrow. So these are the different temperatures at varying levels throughout the atmosphere. On the ground, this is 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, we're close to freezing, if not slightly above that. But go 5,000 feet above the ground, and it's well above freezing. You've got temperatures aiming for 50. So you've got snow falling into this warmer air, melting it into rain, but then we've got this ground that's nearly sitting at freezing. So once that rain reaches the ground, it freezes on contact, and that's how you get your ice accumulations. Let's summarize the timing of all of this because it's going to vary depending on where you live. So if you live in Galesburg, Burlington, you're going to see the rain and sleet first thing tomorrow morning, transitioning to all rain in the afternoon. It takes a little bit longer for it to reach here in the Quad Cities, including Muscatine, Sterling, Rock Falls. That's about 8, 9 o'clock in the morning with a mix of rain and sleet, followed by all rain for the afternoon. Highest impacts right up here towards Galena, Highway 30, Highway 20. That's where you get that long period of freezing rain before we get to a rain-sleet mix heading into the afternoon. Also can't rule out a couple of gusty thunderstorms with some hail well south of the Quad Cities tomorrow afternoon. This is mainly from Monmouth, Burlington, and Macomb. It is a low risk, though. It's a threat track level 1 out of 5. My primary concern will continue to be the ice potential north of the Quad Cities. So if you haven't already, grab the News 8 app, the Storm Track 8 app, because it does appear we're going to have some type of advisory, if maybe not an ice storm warning, for parts of the area that will be issued later on this afternoon. After that, things get a little colder for Friday. We're down into the 30s, back into the 40s for the weekend. Another potentially strong storm system coming in early next week. That one looks like will be more on the warmer side with the potential for heavy rain and even some thunderstorms for Monday.